Hello, and welcome to Restoration Blueprint Single Moms Tips and Tea Thursdays. I am your host, Jamika Farine, and author of Restoration Blueprint Helping Single Moms Heal, Hope, and Have Their Dream Life. And so today we're going to talk about something that's been going on the past couple of weeks. And it's about a mother being charged up. And it's a response to the George Floyd murder. I'm not sure if you watch the clip. I'm not sure if you've seen just a piece of the clip, but within that 8 traumatizing minutes, he called up to his mom while on that ground. And as we've learned, George's mother is deceased. I don't know about you, but for me, that literally just pierced my heart. It was like a prick just hearing that. And I mean, I cried, and it was just a sense of heaviness that I just couldn't shake, you know? The fact that I think he's like 45 or 46 called on his mom during that time. Because you know what I realized? Our children need to feel protected. And so, as single mothers, it's left to us to make sure our kids feel or our child feels protected. And what does that consist of? As I began thinking, like, what does that consist of? What does it mean for your child to feel protected? I wrote down a couple of things, and this is what I came up with. How do you make your child feel protected? Number one, they need to be heard. That's number one. Our child needs to feel as if they have a voice. When they're sharing their emotions, or they have something to say, don't cut them off. Let them express themselves. I know for me, and some people might think it's, out of the old school way. They say, what I think the saying is, what? Do as I say and not as I do. And don't question me. That's what a lot of parents say. But I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I have allowed my son to question me, quote unquote, question me, because if there's something that he does not understand, for me to cut him off in that moment, I'm not allowing him to grow. I'm not allowing him to learn. I'm not allowing him to process, because he wasn't able to ask the questions to allow him to understand. But he has to be respectful, of course. Okay. That's number one. Always be respectful. And I've never had that problem out of him. He's always been respectful. But a child needs to be heard. And the one person that allows that child to be heard is their mother. They allow their child to express themselves. They allow their child to use their voice. So that was my first point. My second point was, a child needs to feel your presence. They need to know that you're there. They need to know that you comfort them. They need to know that you support them. And whatever it is they're doing, or whatever it is they're going through, they need to see your physical presence. And even when you can't, they need to know that you're supporting them from afar. How can you support your child? How can you be present with your child from afar? You affirm them. You give them words before they leave you. You give them the words, and you affirm them with the words like, you are going to be awesome tonight, or you are amazing. Those are the type of words that you can use to affirm your child, so that whenever you're not there, they still feel your presence. Another one It's helping your child feel empowered. That goes back to the words of affirmations for your children. Empower them. Give them the knowledge that they need to be successful. Give them the knowledge that they need to walk in their purpose. Because my thing is, everybody knows if nobody else believe in you, mama believe in you. So that is something that we do as mothers to help your child feel protected. We empower them. We let them know that we're always there, that we care, and we allow them to use their voice so that they do feel heard. Another tip is let them know you believe in them. Yes, believe in them. I tell my son all the time, you got what it takes. I believe in you. Nobody else do. I believe in you. And they need to know that that is a form of protection. And I know for me, I always told my son, like, look, at the end of the day, it's me and you. At the end of the day, it's me and you. As a single mom, it's me and you. And I'm going to do whatever it takes and whatever it calls me to do to be the best mom to him and to help him feel protected. So I would love to know what you guys think. I would love to hear your feedback because after watching that thing, let me tell you, I've been hurt, crying, heaviness, just traumatizing to know that a mom's son had to go through such a hate crime by someone who vowed to protect and serve. So, yes, I just felt like, that's something that we needed to touch bases on. Something we needed to talk about is how do we help our children feel protected? Because it's important. Being there for your kids is so important. So, so important. And I'll say it one more time, they need to be heard. Allow them to use their voice. Allow them to speak to you. Because my thing is, when they step out of the door, you don't know what people are pouring into your child's head to make them feel insecure. So allow them that space, especially with you, that they feel that they have the strength to express themselves and the voice that they can be heard through you. So that when they leave from around you, they're not afraid to use their voice. Number two, your presence. They need to feel your presence. Your child needs to feel your presence, whether you're there physically or not. Your child needs to feel protected, to know that their mom is there. Number three, empower them. Affirm them. You are great. You are awesome. You will win. You are a winner. Feed it to them. Give it to them. That's a form of protection. Affirm them and who they are. And then, of course, always believe in your child. Always believe in them. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's you and your children, and they depend on you a whole lot. That's why we out here grinding. That's why single mothers, we out here making sure we provide for our families. And sometimes I know it can be overwhelming. But at the end of the day, boy, we find that strength to make sure our child know that we are there. But that's it. I didn't come to hold you guys long. I just wanted to share those tips today because my thing is when you heard George cry out to his mom, that charged every mother across the world I know. And so I extend my condolences to the family. I share with you in the heartache and the and the tears. No, I didn't know him personally, but as a Black woman, my heart hurts. So you guys are in my thoughts. The family, you're in my prayers. His friends, the people that knew him personally, believe me, I'm praying for all of you and everybody as a race, and even the racists, even the people that don't understand. I have been in heavy prayer because it's definitely needed. So whenever we get off of this call, I need you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what are you doing to help and make your child feel protected? Peace, love, and light. Keep shining, Queen. And thank you for joining me on Single Mom Tips and Tea Thursdays. You guys have a wonderful evening.